Hey guys, my name is Triniti Gist and I'm the rendering specialist here at 5 Star. So you're probably wondering what a rendering specialist is. A rendering specialist is a person that basically makes 3D renderings in a model like SketchUp or Revit, any software like that, and creates a 2D visual of a space. So here at 5 Star, we like to use those to show our clients what our equipment, our markets will look like in their space. So you're probably wondering what a break time market is. Textbook definition, it is a custom designed self-serve food and beverage area installed right in your space. It's stocked with a wide variety of snacks, drinks, fresh meals, and hefty options, depending on what your employees want. Now, if I was telling a friend what a break time market is, I would say, have you ever been to a hospital or a college campus where they have like a self-serve market where you go in, there's no cashier in sight and you have to just scan your items yourself? That is a break time market. So when it comes to a rendering, I'm the middleman between the sales. What happens is the sales team, they come to me and then they tell me exactly what the client is wanting. They give me a brief overview and then also pictures. We're working with a hospitality company. It's called Harborview. Their break room is really crammed at the moment. So they contact us because they want to market, but they also just need help with their layout, and that's what we're here for. So as in the pictures, they have 4 feet of snack and they have 150 employees that they want to service every day. We like to suggest 6 feet of snack just because that's going to service all those employees and we don't have to have a merchandiser come in into that next day. And then we'll also have a kiosk as well and some coolers, so they'll have some beverages. They have 2 coffee machines and a water beside the snack, but nowhere to grab any beverages. Also in the break room as well, it is really crammed in there. So the main thing that we want to focus on is the flow of the market. They have a few booths alongside the left side of the wall and then a booth sitting right in front of the snack fixture. We don't really suggest that just because there's not really much room to move around. In our markets, we have snacks and also coolers depending on what you're wanting. So in that situation, it's just going to be really congested. That's something that we definitely want to keep in mind. Another thing that we want to keep in mind as well is the island area and what we are putting within that area. They want each area secluded to that. So like the market area, coffee area. So we definitely want to keep that in mind when we're laying everything out. So before starting on the rendering, these are the main points that I think of before I create it. And the main thing here is that it's just too crammed. The space is too tight for the amount of employees they have, and there's so much space. Like they have the booths, the island, and then the other area that has more seating. I know it's 150 employees, but a lot of employees like to have their lunch at their desk or outside or something like that. So I just think we can really maximize this space. So that's my main takeaway. I'm gonna go into the rendering, keeping this in mind that is too crammed. So now we're getting to the fun part. We're creating the rendering. The first thing that I do is how much equipment are we gonna have in this space? How many coolers, how many snack fixtures we're gonna have, and how many kiosks? Here at 5 Star, we do have a market playbook that we follow for each head count. So 150 people, we suggest at least 6 feet of snack, like I said earlier, a full kiosk, and about 3 to 4 coolers. That's what I have so far. That's the main thing we're gonna start on. Putting in the equipment, see where we want it to go. They do have a lot of space currently, but they are open to renovations. My main thing here is that I put the market in a recessed area. We can still maximize our space here. And then on the right-hand side, the client did suggest that they want booths still. So we have a nice booth area for conversation, for fellowship, for the employees to talk to each other. It's far away from the market, so it's not gonna be congested over there when somebody is buying a snack or a drink. And then on that back wall, we have our coffee bar, which the client was very adamant on. They wanted the market and the coffee in the lounge separate. So we have our own coffee area. Here at 5 Star, we have a lot of different machines like our Flavia, which we can do iced tea, iced coffee, and hot coffee as well. It's not too close to the market, so it's not gonna be tight there. And then we have our island as well, which provides more seating for the employees. Hang out, eat, do work, or whatever they wanna do, and still feel like they're taking a break. That's our mission here at 5 Star, is to enhance the overall break time experience. So now we can move to my favorite part of the rendering process. That part was kind of just figuring out the layout, the functionality of the room, the equipment, what coffee machines they would want to use. But I'm here to just provide a reference. So for this client, I'm changing their wall colors, their floors and stuff like that. That normally depends on if the client wants that help or not, that they can give over to an interior designer to execute those suggestions. And a lot of companies, they have interior designers that they worked with for previous areas within their space. But if you guys need help with suggestions or references for interior designers, we definitely have some in mind that we can suggest to you guys. So with that in mind, that's why I chose the brown hardwood floor over the tile, because it aligns more with their logo and their brand, being that they do want a brand reflective market. And then behind the cabinetry, right next to the coffee station, we are going to do a navy backsplash, because they do have navy in their logo. So we definitely want to incorporate some blues within the market. They suggested that they wanted colorful booths. We're gonna go for a deeper wood on the actual booths, and then on the cushion, we're gonna tie back into the navy. And then as far as the actual table, we're just gonna go for a marble. Can never go wrong with marble. We're still tying in the creams, darker blue, navy backsplash that we had beside the coffee station. And then on the island, we're gonna add another pop of color. We're gonna do yellow bar stools just to incorporate all of their colors, and then we'll add some patterns as well. That's my thought process as far as giving them suggestions for the actual break room to give to their interior designer. As you can see in the before pictures, this market is not servicing 150 people, and it's pretty dull based off their concerns that they gave to us. They want a more vibrant room that has a better flow to it. So that's why I have the cream walls that are going to enhance the overall colors and finishes that we have on the booths and the chairs. And then we have the blue backsplash that's behind the cabinetry. And the market is going to solve a lot of their issues, because I know me personally, if I only have a 30-minute break, even an hour, going to get food and coming right back, that's 30 minutes there. So they don't have to worry about that here. They can literally go to their break room, grab their lunch, grab a snack, and it saves them a lot of time. And also, we have an in-house merchandiser that is going to come every day or as often as you need to stock your market, so you don't have to worry about your employees or anybody in the office stocking your market. So guys, we are finally finished. Thank you so much for walking through that rendering process with me. If you guys ever need a market consultation, just let us know.